What's going on, everybody? Andrew Ravens here, giving you your Raw results from May 16th, 2016. The show aired on the USA Network, and it was from Greensboro, North Carolina. The show opened with AJ Styles walking down the ring. He cut a promo about how he's tired of people calling him a liar, Roman Reigns and fans included, and that he's heard that everywhere he goes. He said that his friendship with Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows will not help him win the WWE title at Extreme Rules, which, of course, he faces Roman Reigns for. This led to Reigns walking down to the ring, and he told Styles that Styles winning his other world heavyweight titles around the world, New Japan, TNA, ROH, etc., doesn't matter, and that the only title that means anything is the WWE title. This led to the Usos and Luke Gallows, or Doc Gallows, however you want to say that, with Carl Anderson walking down to the ring. Anyway, so then Reigns punched Styles, and then Anderson and Gallows pulled Styles away. They had a stare down to close that segment. Next up was Sami Zayn versus Cesaro with Miz and Kevin Owens on commentary. This match did not take place. Owens attacked Miz, then a brawl broke out. All four men got into a brawl. This led to Shane McMahon and Stephanie McMahon walking out. They booked a tag team match, so it was Cesaro and Miz versus Owens and Zayn, which is an odd pairing. This led to Zayn and Owens winning the match after Cesaro and Miz got into it. Cesaro hit the skull-crushing finale to Miz. Zayn hit a big boot to Miz for the win. Next up was the re-debut of Epico and Primo. They faced two jobbers. These guys, they usually wrestle on NXT as jobbers, which is kind of funny. Scott Jackson and Brian Kennedy. It was a nothing match. The crowd was not into Epico and Primo whatsoever. This match was absolutely dead. Primo and Epico dominated, hit the Shining Star, which is their name of the group and also the name of their finisher, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but hey, whatever. Post-match, Epico and Primo told the fans to go to Puerto Rico. Yeah. Dean Ambrose walked out to the ring, and he told Chris Jericho to get out there. Jericho does, and Jericho basically just demanded that Ambrose give him $15,000 for destroying his jacket. He also demands Ambrose give him an apology. And then Jericho vowed that he would destroy Ambrose at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. And this basically led to Dean Ambrose cutting a promo about how he's going to scar Jericho and he's going to get his revenge on Jericho. And that basically then a steel cage lowered. And basically what it is it's an asylum match. It's a steel cage. There's weapons above it. There's a straitjacket as well. There's fire extinguishers and stuff like that. So it is what that is. That should be interesting. Those guys should really have a good match. And this looks like it'll be the blow-off match for this feud. And it should be good. I'm actually looking really forward to that match. Dana Brooke defeated Becky Lynch with a roll-up. It was really a nothing match. The next matchup was Goldust and R-Truth versus Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Once again, a comedy match, really nothing, a lot of filler on this show. Fandango and Breeze won after Truth accidentally kicked Goldust in the face. Then the New Day, the next segment, the New Day walked down to the ring. They had a box that looked like a time machine. They get in it. It was very funny. Kofi Kingston popped out with his Jamaican accent and his old gimmick. And it was funny because when Xavier Woods was pulling him back in, Kofi said, 2009 was my best year. Then they came out with mustaches and acted like they were in the bygone era. They said that era sucks. This led to the Vaudevillains walking out, attacking them, hitting their finisher on Kofi to end that segment. Next match was very good. Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows versus the Usos. The Usos pick up the win after the Usos hit a double super kick to Gallows and Anderson. Jay hit a top rope splash for the win. After the match, a brawl broke out. Styles teased hitting Reigns with a chair, which he has done on numerous occasions now, leading up to their match at Extreme Rules. He did not. Reigns punched him. They brawled a little bit. Reigns hit him with a chair, then hit a Superman punch to Anderson and Gallows. This led to Styles popping up, hitting him with the chair, and then hitting the Styles Clash on a chair to Reigns to end that segment. Big Cass cut a promo on the Dudley Boys in the back. It's a set of a match. Big Cass defeated Devon in a nothing match with his finisher. Next up was a long match, actually. I was a little surprised that they gave it this much time, and I think they just needed to fill time, which they did successfully. Alberto Del Rio defeated Kalisto in a non-title match. During this, Rusev was beating up Sin Cara backstage. He brought him out to the ring. This kind of distracted Kalisto. Del Rio hit a backstabber for the win, and then after the match, Rusev he beat down Kalisto and locked in the accolade. In the final segment, which is going to be very interesting in the ratings, Shane and Stephanie McMahon were in the ring for the contract signing between Natalya and Charlotte for their submission match at Extreme Rules. And basically, what happened here was Natalya was, typical white face babyface kind of just promo about how she worked so hard and that she doesn't know who Charlotte is anymore. Charlotte cut a promo on her, basically just downgrading her. They continue to tease tension between her and Ric Flair, and in the contract it stated that if Ric Flair comes down to the ring, since he is barred from the ringside area, that if he did come down to the ring and interfere, that Charlotte would automatically be stripped of the women's title. This led to Ric Flair getting all fired up and was about to fight Shane, but he did not. He insulted Stephanie. Stephanie slapped Flair. Charlotte went after Stephanie, but Natalya got in the way, locked in the sharpshooter, and stood tall in the ring to close the show with the women's title. So that is your WWE Monday Night Raw May 16, 2016 results. Ratings should be very, very interesting. They went up against a big NBA playoff game between the Thunder and the Warriors. They also went up against an NHL playoff game, and they went up against Dancing with the Stars. Ratings should be out later today. Hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll speak with you next time.